360 miles west, in the small city of San Angelo, Texas Game Warden Cynde Aguilar checks anglers at a popular fishing hole near the Concho River.
So, check down real quick.
That's Willie.
What's going on?
How many fish you catch?
Just one.
Just one? What is it, a catfish or trout?
I caught one trout.
Well, good to see you again. Been a long time. All right, we'll see you next time. Maybe you'll have better luck. I grew up an hour north of here in Colorado City, and I moved down here to go to college. After graduation, I applied for Game Warden Academy, got in, and 6 months later, got stationed right back here. Being a female warden, I've never had any issues. I know law enforcement is a male-dominated field, but I wouldn't know it. Tom Green County is a pretty big county. We have 3 lakes, Lake Nasworthy, Lake O.C. Fisher, and Twin Buttes. We have a lot of dove hunting, quail hunting. We get a lot of deer hunting. You name it, there's a little bit of everything out here in this county. I've been stationed here 12 years. It feels like my second year. It's flown by. Hello? I received a call from a lady about 2 deer being stuck together. Their horns were locked in her front yard. Okay, how long they been there, you think?
This morning when I came home from work, they were there. And some kids said that they'd been there since early this morning.
Okay, well then I'll go look at it and
Okay.
I'll let you know. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. The bucks were probably fighting, so their horns got locked together. One of them looks like it's dead already.
During peak mating season, whitetail bucks fight for territory or a doe in heat.
How busy are you? I have 2 bucks up here, not too far from your house. Looks like they're stuck. If you can bring a saw, some rope, help me get them untangled or figure out what we want to do with them. Morning. They get you out of bed?
Yep.
God, it's big horns. My concern about approaching it so closely is that I don't know how much energy it has. I don't know how much of a fight it's going to give us. You're not going to know if the deer's going to buck at you or, try to kick you. You just don't know what it's capable of. I think he's going to stand up. This deer, the one that's alive, it's a 13 point, and it seems to have a lot of energy right now. I'll go around the other side. One wrong move, and there goes your eye. Sometimes if you cover their eyes, they don't move as much, and they're more calm. If we can get the back legs tied up, it'll keep it from jumping around. Oh, yeah. That's the one in his mouth. Right here. It's gonna have to come out of his mouth. Hold on, which way is this one going? This one right here has to be the first one. The deer antlers are pretty tangled. It's gonna be more difficult than what I thought, trying to get them unstuck. Hopefully we don't have to put it down. Might have to saw this one off. There you go. All right, now the hard part. Hold on. Let me get this one. All right, let's count 3. Run. 1, 2, 3. I don't think he knows he's free. I think he's exhausted. It's just laying there, kind of worried about it.
Back in Jasper County, game wardens Inman and Edens follow up with a man suspected of illegally hunting on a local judge's property.
Who you think this is, Judge?
Fella lives in that house right there. Good. How are you?
I hope you come down here and do your job.
Well, we actually come down here to talk to you about your arrows.
My arrows?
Yeah, we found some over in Holloway's yard.
I ain't hunting. I'm just feeding them and watching them.
Oh, okay.
I drank my coffee in the morning, sitting there standing and watching.
You don't have a bow?
Yeah, I got a bow, but I ain't hunting.
So
Why would I be hunting?
So you're sitting in the...
I don't have time to hunt. I'm working
You're
on my
sitting
house.
in the deer stand
Yeah.
with a bow?
Yeah. No, not with a bow. Not with a bow.
You hadn't had a bow in your deer stand?
No. If you want to, I'll walk way out here and show you the property lines and everything.
He's denying that he was hunting and is basically insisting that what he's doing is legal and it's on his property. Hey, it's 3211. How are you?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I wanted to see if you could run a guy check for hunting license for me. First name's Wesley.
Okay.
Just need to see if he's got a current hunting license.
No, last one expired 8/31/15.
So he doesn't have a current hunting license?
No, sir.
All right. There are several violations that could be at play right now. One, no hunting license. Two, hunt without landowner consent. Trespassing by projectile, all carry pretty hefty fines.
When I hunt, I go back over towards the back there.
You know, like I do, you're in a residential neighborhood. You got to know where the property lines are. You can't just guess at it. And
No,
say,
I'm hunting my property.
So,
I hunt my property. If I'm gonna hunt my property, it'll be right there.
give me that survey and let's look at it.
The property survey will indicate exactly where his property ends and his neighbor's begins.
This is bull.
No, it ain't no bull.
It is too, because he can come down here. He can go down there and shoot all the deer and everything else. And then I'm gonna get harassed by having a deer stand on my own property.
Well,
It's crazy. Hey, where's our survey paper? Oh, hunt, just go down.
let's talk about it. There ain't no need to get upset about it.
No, I'm just saying it kind of ticks me off that, you know.
Well, it pissed them off. It pissed them off to find an arrow where their grandkids play underneath the basketball goal.
Without the survey papers, Edens has to take a different approach.
When somebody calls and they have an arrow in their yard
Yes, sir.
where their grandkids play, I mean, you can understand that.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah, I can
Right?
understand that.
When you're in the woods and you're in a deer stand and you have a bow and arrow and you have camo on, game cameras out, salt licks, blocks out, that's the definition of hunting. Anybody in the state of Texas, if you're hunting, has to have a hunting license. Anytime you're target practicing or you're shooting, whether it's with a bow and arrow, a gun with a bullet or anything, that thing cannot cross your property line. If it does, it's criminal trespass.
Yes, sir. I understand that.
So it happened.
Okay, yeah, it probably did happen then. Yes, sir.
Let's get this over with and be done with it, okay?
Yes, sir.
He basically admitted to me he's hunting.
But he doesn't have a current hunting license.
Oh, he doesn't.
Uh-uh.
This is what we're gonna do, Wesley. I'm gonna issue you a citation. Look at me.
For what?
For hunting with no license. He don't want any of that stuff on his property. He don't want all that stuff on his property.
When I get my survey papers and he gets his survey papers, I'll go over and talk to him, and we'll find out who's what's on property.
You need to get that survey and compare it to his survey.
I will, and if I'm on his
And
property,
go from there.
I'll gladly get off his property, but as far as my regulation goes,
Yeah.
I own all the way up to it.
At this point, we've addressed all that we can address. They're still in question exactly where the boundary line is. We'll just check back in with the judge here in the next few weeks and make sure they're able to get everything resolved.